Tigers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Missouri's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Give to Brown. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Alabama's offense will take the field for the first time. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. First and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, India.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And not only did the defense get the turnover, but they almost scored on that one. He almost was able to make it to the goal line, but don't worry. The offense now jogging on the field in a sudden change situation, and they're looking to punch this one in.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Terry.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Trying play action. Here's a heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Alabama! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it for a big play.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds his man. It's Hoffman. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second.
Continues to fight for yards. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Russell. He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Pringle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the right. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Russell. Working that left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Pringle. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throwing right. He's got it.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Time to take a shot. He holds it in and nobody's close.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
He makes a catch. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Give him 6. Touchdown tie.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Firing to the right, complete.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hampton. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Pass to... And he may get more. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running into the open space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. The give out of the gun. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The official says no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz here. Unloads quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off play action on 1st down. The short hands, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoved back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Looking for a gap. It's Young. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football.
There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And all... And hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Right on target this time. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Turns it on at midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. He'll try the left side. And some room to work. Breaks the tackle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. All wideouts, no backs. To the air on first down. Finds us back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting win, a late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The give to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He goes out of bounds, big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.